All right, moving on, the U.S. Congress is fighting against time to renew its spy program. It is considered critical to U.S. national security. However, it faces uncertainty as lawmakers are citing reservations over how the authority empowers warrantless domestic surveillance as well. The rift in Republicans is jeopardizing the extension of the program. The bill in question would renew Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act for 2 years rather than 5. It allows the U.S. government to collect electronic communications of non-Americans located outside the country without a warrant. But what makes it controversial is that sometimes the data of Americans who are in contact with those surveilled individuals is also collected. Congress is facing a time crunch to come to a resolution as Section 702 is set to expire on the 19th of April, in what is seen as another blow to Speaker Mike Johnson. On Wednesday, an attempt to move ahead with reforming and renewing parts of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act was blocked by House Republicans. Meanwhile, FBI Chief Christopher Wray has urged the Congress to reauthorize Section 702. Speaking to a House panel, the FBI director said that he has seen the threat from foreign terrorists rise to a whole nother level after the 7th of October. He says it is an absolutely indispensable tool in their fight against foreign adversaries. Wray also mentioned that the concert hall attack in Moscow, which the U.S. government warned Russian authorities to expect.
An absolutely indispensable tool that Congress can give us in our fight against foreign adversaries is the reauthorization of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Here, failure to reauthorize 702 or gutting it with some new kind of warrant requirement would be dangerous and put Americans' lives at risk.
Now, Washington believes Section 702 is a critical tool in their fight against terror, as previously Section 702 was used to target al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri, who was killed in a U.S. drone strike in August 2022. Al-Zawahiri was Osama bin Laden's deputy and helped coordinate the September 11th attacks. Section 702 it played a role in locating ISIS commander Haji Iman, who was killed by the United States Special Operations Forces in 2016. According to the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, despite its prevalence in combating terror threats, former President Donald Trump and some of his conservative allies in the Congress have broadly criticized this tool. He claims a portion of the law needing renewal was used to spy on his 2016 presidential campaign after the FBI obtained warrants through this to wiretap Carter Page, an advisor to Trump's first presidential campaign. Trump this week has also urged lawmakers to kill FISA. Now, to get you more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
The U.S. government's ability to collect massive amounts of internet and cell phone data under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act's Section 702 is in jeopardy due to Republican rift. The program has helped the United States gather intelligence on foreign threats, including Russia's intentions in Ukraine, as well as terror networks. However, there are concerns about incidental collection of data on hundreds of thousands of Americans, notably without a warrant. Now, proposals to add protections for Americans specifically, such as requiring a warrant to access communications involving Americans, have been met with resistance from the FBI and intelligence agencies. They argue that it would hinder their ability to respond quickly to threats. The program's authorization is set to lapse on April 19th, and lawmakers are searching for a plan B to extend it. The debate highlights the balance between national security and privacy concerns at a time when the FBI warns of heightened terror threats on the homeland. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is Why.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.